Hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? I am Authentically Keisha, and this is my cousin, DJ.
Dun 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 dun. I'm a superhero, y'all. So y'all didn't know.
So, we're going to be doing a review for y'all today for the movie.
Oh, the movie is a so the movie is a horror movie set in the 1970s, and it's about a group of actors who set out to make an adult film in rural Texas under the noses of their reclusive host. But when the elderly couple catches their young guest in the act, the cast finds themselves in a desperate fight for their lives. So we have some recognizable and unrecognizable cast members. So we have Jenna Ortega, who she played Lorraine. We have Mia Goth, and she played Maxine. We have Brittany Snow, and she played Bobby Lynn. Kid Cudi, who played Jackson. Martin Henderson, who played Wayne. Stephen who played Howard, and Owen Campbell, who played R.J. Nichols. There's another character played by an old woman, but they don't show it in the cast on Google. So yeah, and I'm not gonna do all of that to find her. So yeah, now go. You can start into what you were.
Okay. So, what made me want to go see this movie is the fact that Jenna Ortega was in it. And it actually looked like it was going to be a really decent horror movie. I like horror movies.
I agree.
Y'all know I am a big horror fan. I love Scream,
Same here.
Halloween, um, Nightmare on Elm Street, the old, not the 2000s, just the like the old.
Um, do you want to do ratings or do you want to do that at the end? Okay, so I'm gonna just say this. I do like the movie for the nostalgia it gave, as far as giving a 1970s vibe. Some of the kill scenes remind me of like kill scenes from like those old 1970 horror movies. So I do like the homage it paid to 1970s slasher horror, and like the nostalgia of it. Uh, it's good. I like that kind of stuff. I even like the what was the season of God, I can't get the show. American Horror Story, when they did the 1980s type of vibe.
Uh,
Yeah,
what's it called? 1980?
it was. But yeah. So I do like that type of nostalgia stuff. Taking it back, but yeah, that was one thing that I liked about the movie. What else did I like about the movie? I wanted to do a rundown of my likes and dislikes. So yeah, I like the nostalgia,
Like the feel.
like the feel of the movie.
They acting was good.
I did like the actors.
They did good acting.
There was no point in time where I could say any of them did a horrible job at acting in this movie, because they all were really good. Um, I, d- I don't know if I care for the story itself, as far as like it making sense. I don't think it made much sense, and I'm gonna stop right there and let you go.
Okay, so with him saying it didn't make no sense, I'm gonna elaborate because we both had two different understandings of the movie, and now that I'm thinking about it, back of it, my understanding was completely wrong because when you think of, you'll see when we talk about it, when you think about what was happening in the movie, what I thought don't make sense at all, and they, like I said, their acting was good. They did some good acting. They put them in the good roles.
Oh wait, I can say that I did like the fact that Kid Cudi, being the only black person in the movie, wasn't the first black. I mean, wasn't the first man in the movie to die. He was actually the last man in the movie to die. Not the last person though.
Yeah, he was black. Me. So that he was. Now that I think about it, because he No, no, he wasn't
Mm-mm.
because Brittany
Mm-mm.
died after him, and then
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So they go to this old couple house that they rented out a guest house for, not really revealing to the old couple exactly what they were there for. And because they never told the old couple they were there to um film a porn, but that's what they were there for. And they go to this old couple's, guest house, and they're filming this porno, and they have this old, horny, sexually deprived old lady watching their every move, basically wanting to be a part of it. Weird. Um, so what I didn't think made sense is like I didn't understand the reason for the old couple murdering the young people, and I say that because like in the movie you think that it's like the old lady is like jealous of them, and if I would have made this movie I would have went a different route. I don't think I would have done like a jealousy theme from the old lady, but I probably would have just made them some basic simple Jesus freaks who decided to kill people that weren't living by the rules of the Bible. But they decided to go with the sexually deprived old couple who basically just killed to get off. I don't know. I still don't understand why they were killing. I don't understand why they were killing.
now that I'm thinking about it, it kind of seemed like that's all they wanted to do was just kill, just because they was at the house for a while before
Hmm.
anything happened. They stayed night before anything happened. They had started filming a film and everything. So, and it kind of seemed like to me she didn't start completely wanting to kill people until her husband turned her down, and then she was standing outside with dudes gonna leave. He was like, okay. She like, okay, let me see if he want it. If he don't want it, okay, I'ma stab him.
So yeah, the old woman tried to seduce one of the men that were in the house, and when he didn't succumb to her seduce whatever what she was trying to do to him, she ended up stabbing him in the neck several times and killing him. So um, yeah, so that's one thing I didn't like about the movie is the plot and the misunderstanding of it. Like I didn't have a real understanding of what was going on or why this old couple was killing these kids. Like like it was a theme. I think the theme like the old couple wasn't having sex or he wasn't pleasing his wife, and so she was angry about that or whatever. But then in a certain point in the film, they actually do end up having sex, and it's like, what was he holding back for if they can do this?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, and then he made it a point to say, I can't do it when when she seen the people doing it in the barn
Yeah,
or whatever, and she went and did her little sexy dance for him, did a little sexy dance, like, you want this? He made it a point to be like, you know I can't, and you know why. But then when they do it, y'all had nothing that hindered y'all from doing it. So what was the reason for why y'all couldn't do it?
yeah. I don't get that. I don't get it at all. I don't understand why. Yeah, I don't know.
I started to think that maybe he wasn't attracted to her, but right before they did it, he was like, "You're so special. You're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life, and you get beautiful every day." And I'm sitting here like, if you're still attracted to her, why you won't put your penis in her, and then she won't be killing people, random people for no reason? I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the whole killing. I mean, like it's a horror movie. Is what we expected. By the way, another reason that I didn't really like the movie was the fact that the horror of it and the killing of it didn't come until towards the end of it.
Yeah.
In the first few in the first minutes of the entire movie, we're getting a bunch of sex scenes about the farmer's daughter, and the farmer's daughter is the name of the porno that they were making. and we learned more about that movie than we did the actual movie we were watching. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah, he did not lie. We did learn. We
Yeah.
learned why they wanted to do it, what they were trying to do with it, even though what we seen that they was recording didn't look like they were gonna do what they were trying to make this big theater like something that a movie that would play in the theaters, and
Yeah.
I'm like, this little crap ain't gonna play in nobody's theater, but okay.
Yeah, they wanted to make like a theatrical type of porno, and uh, that it just it just turned out to be a regular straight to DVD porno. If you ask me, I'm pretty sure that's what it would have been had it been released in real
Yeah,
life.
it would.
but
I mean, they didn't get to finish it
no, they didn't get to
because
finish
the
it.
old people were like,
Yeah, yeah, super weird. And
and they wiped it out.
I think the wife. So I think the wife was sexually fluid, being a woman, because I was confused. Like she seemed like she wanted to have sex with the women and the men, and she got upset at both of them when she didn't get what she want. So it was like
So
weird.
my thing is, it didn't seem like she wanted to do women. She wanted to do that girl that she was touching them. And I feel like she was
Oh
just as attracted to her when it came to girls because she was not attracted to Brittany, and Brittany looked better
no,
than her.
she said she didn't like blondes. When she threw her in the pool, she was like, "I don't like blondes
But
anyway."
she wasn't attracted to Jenna either. And Jenna looked better than the girl.
True. True. And Jenna's character was very upsetting to me. Like her death was upsetting to me because it didn't make sense. So I feel like this: if I'm in a horrible situation of horror and I have somebody there surviving with me, I'm gonna ride with them because we together and we got to survive together.
Yeah, it didn't make sense to when the girl let her out. She's helping you get out of this place that you're locked in. You start screaming at her for what? She's helping you,
She was all
and
like,
then she ran away from her.
she was all like, "I said we shouldn't have come here," and then she ran off and got her ass shot. Yep.
But I'm just like, why would you run off?
I know. Super weird. So yeah, I'ma just say this. I give the movie a 5. There's a point in the movie where they do like reveal the twist because every movie is supposed to have a twist now. So this twist in this movie is the fact that the girl Maxine is the daughter of the old couple who was doing the killing. Only that didn't make sense at all because if this was their daughter, I feel
And
like
why the old lady attracted to her?
the old lady was attracted attracted to her, one, and two, it, 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 there was no inkling that like
They had kids.
yeah, it was like you would have you like, I don't know, they it's weird, like I don't know. And how we got this twist was that um you hear the man, a younger version of the old man in the video preaching a sermon, and before he gets to a certain part in the sermon, she says exactly what he says
And
in
then
the
he says
sermon.
it after.
Then he says it after her, and then she uh, basically kills her mom.
Well, technically she doesn't. She tries to shoot her, didn't have no bullet, and the woman tried to shoot her with a shotgun and go flying back.
My hip.
And hurt her hip. Her hip was already bad,
my hip.
but she hurt her hip to where she couldn't get up or move or nothing. So she started crawling away like towards the road.
She died of G though.
Yeah.
She died talking
She
shit.
did, because the woman was like, where the keys at? She told her where the keys to the truck was. She got in the truck. And
And
she's
then,
like, you're a whore!
she, she knew she was going nuts, so she said, "I might as well talk my shit."
She's like, you're a whore, you're a
let me
dirty
tell,
slut.
let me tell you something. If I know I'm finna die and somebody about to kill me, I'ma talk all my shit before they kill my. I'm gonna be like, "You bitch ass nigga. When I go to hell, I'm coming back to hunt you." Huh? Like,
Because she was talking big stuff. And then she ran over her head. she, and then, you could tell that was like a watermelon or a cantaloupe or something.
yeah,
Ran over.
bad effects. Bad effects. That's also why it got a point of taking off. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, I give it a 5. That is my observation. But I do recommend if you want to see it, it's a pointless horror movie to go watch. It's not super bad, but it's not super good or extraordinary. It's no hostile or anything like that. I
Right.
do
Like it's not a movie that kept me on like the edge of my seat. It
no
didn't scare me. I didn't have no jump scares. It
no.
didn't have like it was, I was looking for jump. You know, before you really get a kill in some movies, they give you a couple of scares.
Hmm.
They didn't give us none of them. They didn't give us no reason. Like he said, reason why the old people was doing it. You know, some movies they give you a kind of a little bit of a reason or an idea of why they're doing this. We didn't have no reason, no idea, no inkling. We don't know if they did it before, if this was the first time. We just know that out of nowhere they just started killing people. Well, it started with the old lady. And when the old lady started doing it, I didn't know that the husband had anything to do with it
Me neither.
until he took Jenna Ortega
To the basement.
and locked her up. And then, how did a hole get in the door?
She got an axe.
Oh yeah, she had an axe and
She
she
got an
axed it,
axe and
and
she
then she
axed
tried
the
to put
door.
her hand up in there. That's when he
Chopped
started
her
hitting
damn
it.
fingers
Yeah,
off.
he started
He
hitting it.
chopped all her goddamn fingers off. The bitch
No,
ain't had
it
no
wasn't
fingers.
all her fingers. It was a couple.
By the time he was done, she probably had one goddamn finger hanging on her goddamn. But for the
I was
most
saying
part,
it wasn't all of them.
he,
It was a
let me say,
lot.
them fingers was gone when that motherfucker started chopping them motherfuckers off. Them fingers was just flying off her goddamn hand. So I don't know.
I was say he didn't take all of them, but just about. He might
Just
as well have.
okay, basically. But yeah, I give it a 5. I do recommend if you watch it, go watch it. I wouldn't pay to go see it. We went
And
to
don't take your kids.
we yeah, no, it's not a movie for kids.
No,
It's a lot of titties and ass in the beginning of it.
they small, but you gonna see them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Anybody that's smaller than mine, they itty bitty titty.
Oh my god.
I don't know what I just said.
Oh my gosh.
But oh well.
Okay, yeah. So I say if you I say it's not. I'll watch it again. I'll watch it again.
I'll watch it
I
again.
wouldn't go to the movies to watch it again, but I'll
No.
watch it again. We went to a $5 showing, the $5 Tuesday, whatever. So we ain't really pay much to see it, but yeah, you could wait for it to go on streaming services, or you can go watch it now. I do think A24 makes good movies though. This just wasn't one of the best ones. Um, Keisha, what do you think?
It wasn't horrible. It wasn't great. It was kind of. That's why I would give it a 5 because it was kind of like it wasn't horrible. It wasn't great. It was okay. Like it had good points, just like it had bad points. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. It has some good parts and it has some bad parts. The story didn't make much sense, but what
Yeah, the
horror movie
story was
really
like
does?
everywhere.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I say that if you want to see it, go ahead. You want to wait for it, go ahead. Um, that's it for me. Be looking out for more content from us. Even though she calls me wishy washy,
Yeah.
I'm not.
But we're supposed to be doing a podcast,
We are
a
about
true
true crime.
crime.
We both are some true crime junkies. Like
Hell yeah.
I call her about shit every day, and she tell me about shit every day, and we just be engulfed in it. So
That's why I want to do a podcast, like, so we can go back and forth. You know.
yeah, yeah, definitely. I'm with it. So yeah, be looking out for that.
So I did tell y'all I was gonna do true crime. This is how we're gonna do the true crime with me and
Are y'all ready to hear about how Linda stabbed John and tried to get away with it?
I mean, we will take requests, like if y'all want us to look up a case and talk about it. But for the most part, we just gonna be picking our own cases and
I
talking about them.
Yeah, I can say though, I do not like unsolved cases. They piss me off to the core. I will do them, but I have a very I get really upset about stuff that go unsolved, like missing children, murdered women, some murdered men, uh, murdered members of the LGBTQ community, because that's my community too. Unsolved murders of the black community, because that's my community too. So my whole thing is I don't like unsolved things. I like to know that somebody has been apprehended for a crime and justice has been served. I hate unsolved anything. It pisses me off to the core. I'll do them, but I get angry at them. So.
Yeah, that's why I don't like the John Bonet case, because it's still unsolved to this day.
Yo, they never even found out about. Look, we got a whole thing that come to us when kids go missing called the Amber Alert. For those who don't know, they still never solved Amber's crime. The person who kidnapped and murdered Amber, they never even found out who she was, who the person was.
Yeah, that's how we got the Amber Alert, but we don't know what happened to the Amber from the Amber Alert.
Yeah, like we know what happened to her, we just don't know who did it.
That's what I meant.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's still a mystery.
It's still a mystery.
And it's all these, and then I don't want to hear about cases where the police are just dumb and they like talk to the suspect and just let him go, and then the suspect dies, and then they find out he did it. I don't like them.
I don't like
I've heard
that.
of cases where it was like that too, and I don't like it.
I don't either. But be looking out for that because we are passionate about this true crime shit. And yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, my wig's gonna come off. So, y'all gotta go. If y'all like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.
I don't have one. I'm just here visiting. Oh, okay.